guys, welcome to my channel, and here is the Emmaljunga that I'm going to do a pram review on. This is the Nitro in the cream leatherette colour. So with this pram, the one hood actually goes for the seat and the bassinet, which is a little bit annoying because yes, the bassinet looks really clean and tidy, and then you've got the hood that's not as lovely, but it's still in great condition. So let's get on to it. I will just note I'm not an expert with Emmaljunga. I don't have a lot of experience. In fact, this is the first pram that I'm experiencing. So I will show you my review and my thoughts on this pram. And if there's anything that you need to add on, just pop it in the comments. You don't need to be rude about it. Just if I've forgotten anything, nicely pop it down below. So pretty much every grey button on the pram does something, even if you're just learning. I just learnt that these letters down here do something. So I believe this is to do with height or recline. So pretty much it raises and lowers the bassinet or seat. Well, I'm not sure if it does it with the seat, but it does it with the bassinet. It raises it and lowers it a little bit. Front swivel wheels. It pushes really nicely. It's actually really light. It feels like, it looks like it should be bulky and heavy, but it's actually a decently light pram. I had it all packed up with a nappy bag and all bits and pieces the other day, and it was still really smooth to push. So the first thing I noticed with this pram is that it's so old school. Everything is old school with it. So it's got the cool adjustable handle. So you press the buttons on each side and it goes right down so the little ones can push the pram. And then it goes all the way right up. I just can't get my thumb on that one. I have a dodgy thumb. So it does go right up, so for folding purposes as well. But for the purpose of me, I like it right about here. It's good position and it's comfortable to push for me there. This bassinet is just beautiful to look at. Every time I took it and looked in the shop window, I was just looking at it. These handles just add that extra little bit of detail and make it a little bit more special. So currently we've got the bassinet with the bassinet foot muff on here. So it clips on with two snaps either side, one up at the hood and one on the actual pram itself. Take that. You do have a pocket if you want to store some stuff in here. And also on the sides of the bassinet, pockets on the side to store bits and pieces in. So one here and one on this side as well. You have your handles, so you can lift the bassinet up and they can be extended or shortened, up to you. I like them shortened so they don't dangle too far when they're on the pram. You've also got a little pocket in here which I found useful to put bits and pieces in, like my keys or my phone, just for easy access. And you've got a mattress that comes with it. This one actually has another mattress put in here because we didn't think it was thick enough for the baby, so I like it. With the Emmaljunga hood, you have a mesh in this zip here, so it comes installed with the hood. So this hood goes onto the bassinet and the seat, and you have a mesh cover for both. So that just rolls back up there and back into the zip. At the back of your hood, pedal lifts and unzips. Then you have the mesh. If you don't want any air coming through, simply zip it back up. You have the option of taking your hood down. It's actually a silent hood, they like to call it. And on the bottom of your bassinet down here, you have what they call the thermo base. So you pull it forward towards you for cold and you push it forward for heat. So depending on what you're wanting, that lets it vent. You've just got a one press brake here with the red in the middle, so Australian standards. Click that on, brakes, and flip it up and it's off. I really like the wheels on this pram, it just looks pretty. The basket is really quite nicely sized. It also does come with a rain cover that's all packaged in here. You're not going to pull it out. This is a different rain cover. Instead of being the hard plastic material, it is like just a weatherproof parka material kind of thing. So let's take the bassinet off. And so to release the bassinet, on either side you've got these long black tubing on each side. Just above them are buttons that you squeeze in and lift up the bassinet and it will release. I just have the frame and it's ready to be folded if it's in bassinet mode. So to fold while the pram has bassinet on, you have to take it off. You've got the two grey levers, one over here and one on this side. If you notice down below, this actually has a safety latch on it. So what you need to do is apply the brake. So pull them both of the levers up towards you. Actually, this is the trickiest pram that I've folded, to be honest. I find it really hard, and like I said, it's old school and that's why I find it a little bit hard. So press down and pull both of them up, and then we're going to lift the handle forward. Eventually you're going to get to this stage where the safety is actually catching. You need to lift the safety up and then the pram will continue to fold down. So you can see it's quite a long fold, but the best thing to do about that is fold your handle inwards, go right in, if I can get it there, and that makes the fold a lot smaller, especially if you tap these wheels in. So there is a smaller fold. And you also have to put your bassinet in the car somewhere as well. Now we've done the whole bassinet stage, let's move on to the seat. So let's undo the pram, do the handlebar. And then it does fold up quite nice and easily. Clicks straight into place. Remember to take your brake off and adjust the handlebar to the height that you think would suit you. Put it on facing parents. So you've got your two little bits that you need to line up on either side. One in there, one in there. You can hear that it locks in really nicely. And we're going to put our hood on now, so let's get the bassinet. To remove the hood on the bassinet, all you do is lift up on these two little black bits, and that will remove any snaps that are done up, and that will bring your hood off. And to attach the hood over here, the little black bits go into these holes, slide them in. One on there and one in here, and then adjust it to the position that you like. Now that you have the hood on the pram, it actually has a part back here that you unzip and it will release more of fabric so that you can attach it to the hood, to the pram properly. Got these little clips so they clip onto the frame. So it's your choice if you put the hood down like this, or if you decide to put the hood down like this. All up to you. What I would like to show you though is how to recline the seat. So let's just get all this fabric out of the way. I'm going to probably need to give you a close-up of this, but to recline the seat, 4 reclining positions, so dead straight all the way to dead flat. We've got this little metal bar and you push it forward and it works like an old school mechanism. It drops down a little gear each time, like a little step. I will show you that. Here is the lever that you push, like that, and you can see it's just giving it room to move one more gear, so if I pull it down, it will click to the next gear. Oh, I don't step, whatever you call that. So this is it here. So that is another thing that I don't love about this pram, is the fold is really old school and hard to work if you just had one hand and you were holding the baby getting ready to put them to sleep. You have to like press the button and then like push it down and press the button and push it down, whereas there are other strollers today that work a lot better than that. So yeah, I do like that it does lie down completely flat. It does seem to have a fair bit of padding in here, and you can just wipe it off with baby wipes if you do get a mess, because it is the white leatherette. As this is the same hood, you still have the net inside that comes out and goes right over the seat. Your belly bar, I think, is removable but via a screw, so it's not as easy, but it's not too hard to get your baby into this pram without taking the belly bar off. The adjustable footrest is another really fun thing to play with. It took us a really long time to figure it out, so let's see if I can do it today. That one goes up and this one goes up. And then it should go down. Okay, so that took us ages to figure out, and then you can simply lift it back up and it comes back up. Another thing that confuses me about this pram is I believe that this seat part could definitely be used with a newborn, so I'm not sure why you have the bassinet, other than the looks of it, because it looks beautiful and I love it. The seat would be used just fine with a newborn baby. It's got enough comfort, it lies completely flat, all of that stuff. The next thing I'm not a huge fan about is the seatbelt harness. So, the seatbelt harness comes right from the top. So let me just turn the seat around. So to take the seat off, you've got same thing, these squeezy buttons on either side, and then you just lift up, and the seat does face this way as well. Just line it on up, and it fits into place. First thing, these harnesses go right to the top, making it a lot easier for them to escape out, because above their shoulders there is so much more room that they can get their arms out. The second thing I don't like about it is when they're lying down and sleeping, this harness goes right above their heads and really bothers them, so I don't love that about it. I do love the nice easy 3-point clip in. You don't have to unclip all the harnesses. 2 little grey buttons on the sides. Now I'm not entirely sure what they're for, but I'll just show you what they do. I come and sit down here and I pull this grey part out and I spin. Oh, it's not going to do it this way. So I pull the grey part out and I spin the black, and can you notice that the frame is actually turning the other way? It goes up on that side. And this side, pull the grey part out and twist it, and it pulls out. So I'm not sure if it pushes the seat up or down for colic reasons, or if it is for suspension. I'm really not sure. So if you guys could tell me what that does, I'd love to know, but I'm just going to put it back how I found it, which was down. You can see it's lopsided now. Oopsies. Okay, so there is my review on the Emmaljunga Nitro white leatherette pram. I am not the biggest fan of this pram. Like I said, for the reasons of it's old school and I prefer the modern technology that they've put into prams, so the easier ways to recline them and the easier ways to fold them. But on the positives, it is really nice to push, it's really easy to clean and wipe down with like just a baby wipe, which you would have in your nappy bag if you had a spillage. The hood is decently sized, but they do make them bigger this day and age. It looks big and roomy for bigger children, so I guess that's a huge bonus there if you are bigger or taller family, or have a bigger or taller husband, or you yourself bigger or taller. I feel like you're going to get more room out of this pram because you've got the whole big seat with a high top, like the high back on the seat, as well as the extendable footrest that does go down. And they do take a fair bit of weight in them. One last thing, the boot cover also is a different boot cover for the pram seat compared to the boot cover, so it does come all the way down and cover the bottom, and then it does snap on, of course, so you do have a good wind protection there. If you guys enjoyed this, and if you could tell me what this does and what it's for, I would definitely love to know. Bye!